Love and local across the bay. We've got Madonna from New Leaf Natural Therapies in. And in case you've missed it, you've missed out. We had a great session talking about skin conditions.
Yeah.
Now, where can we go? What can we do? What can we expect when we come and see?
Yeah. So depending on how long the problem's been going on for, what the history is with the person, we'll decide whether or not just a normal consult or whether or not we should do testing, because testing just gives more information. Some people love the information. They like looking at their blood on the screen, or they like knowing the heavy metals and the mineral levels in their body, or they like knowing whether insulin is driving it with, say, an insulin resistance test. So it really depends on the person as to what protocol we put together, or if they know food is causing it. You know, we can do like an IgG intolerance test. So it really comes down to the individual as to what we do in a session. And often they don't know until they talk to me about it. So the girls on the counter can try their hardest to have that prepared for them, but sometimes it's not till they come in, they go, oh, I thought I would do blah, blah, blah. And I thought, right.
And have you, like, obviously you get heaps of people coming through your door and wanting skin conditions. Many of them have been living with it for years.
Oh, yeah. And you know one of the biggest demographics I get? Women and hormonal pimples.
Oh, yeah.
Drives them nuts, especially once they hit 30, 35, 40, they're going, what the hell, I'm not a teenager anymore.
Yeah,
you know,
terrible.
Exactly. So once again, by that stage, they've often sorted out their diet a bit and, you know, they're not being the naughty teenager, but something's driving that inflammation that's creating it. So it's about working. It's different for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, so what's inflammatory for you isn't inflammatory for me. It really is that individual sort of process where we start nutting it all out and trying to find whatever the trigger is. And sometimes they've never actually put it down to the fact that it's a week before their period each month. You know, it just hasn't occurred to them. Or quite often I'll say, well, is it worse with stress? Oh, yeah, well, I've had blah, 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 blah. So they haven't put that together yet because it's something their dermatologist, their GP have never even suggested that it's a possibility.
Yeah, so they're probably thinking the worst case scenario. You know, a lot of people do, especially when you've got Dr. Google out there. I hate Dr. Google. It's good for research, but that's about it. But a lot of people do. They don't realise, so coming to you and you finding out that initial source of the problem. Yeah,
that's right. And even some people with, say, Hashimoto's, you know, the low thyroid problem. So if people have got that, just having a dysfunctional thyroid can slow down your detoxification in your body. So having a slow thyroid isn't just about weight gain and tiredness. It's really about sluggish liver. It's about sluggish bowel. It's about dry skin. It's about, you know, there's lots of things that go under that umbrella of Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So once again, if we're just taking thyroxine, a drug for that, and nothing else, we're missing, you know, 100 things that might be connected with it, because medically just going on the drug doesn't fix the underlying mineral deficiencies and things that actually cause it in the first place, that immune dysfunction that was there, because otherwise you wouldn't have Hashimoto's.
That's right.
Yeah, so, you know, you have to sort of look at that whole picture.
Yeah, which we don't do.
Yeah.
I keep bringing, I couldn't say it enough, we deal with the here and the now.
Yeah.
Not, hang on a minute, take a break, take a breather, or what's causing the inflammation of your skin.
And people have often tried, you know, to deal with the here and now, and they go, no, I don't care what causes it, I just want my skin to look better. And, you know, sometimes that works for a while, and that's great.
Yeah, sometimes you let them have that initial...
Yes.
Use this, come back and see me next week, and we'll talk more about what the underlying conditions. And it does come back from what you've explained to us, what I've learned so far. It comes back to your overall body health.
Yes, definitely.
Especially your diet.
Yes.
As well as environmental factors, things like that.
Yes, and your inflammation levels. And once again, like we said last week, inflammation isn't about having a swollen knee that's red and sore. Inflammation can be a cellular process where you're not even feeling it.
Yeah.
I remember saying to a lady years ago that I was doing a bioimpedance screening on her, and I told her before I did it that I was guessing, because I'd been massaging her for years, and I had always felt lots of fluid. She refused to believe she was storing any fluid because she felt really muscly and strong, which is great. But I said to her before we did it, I said, I'm guessing you're going to have 10 litres of excess fluid in your body. She said, oh, no. Anyway, it was about 14 litres, so I was actually under by 4 litres. So her body had 14 litres of excess fluid. Now, obviously, that wasn't in her ankles and her fingers and, you know, because she wasn't feeling it. This is around every cell in the body. And that's the sort of inflammation that people don't feel, people don't know about. So, you know, it's good to have... Well, that's why I love the testing. The testing gives me information to give proof to the client as well.
I love testing too. Like every time I do the testing, it just gives you that like, ooh.
Yeah.
What's going on
Testing
here?
is good.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They've got no vitamin E.
Yeah.
Or vitamin D. You haven't been out in the sun for the last 6 weeks. You've got no vitamin D at all.
Or they've been wearing hats and long sleeves and gloves and, you know, not a single bit of the skin has actually seen the sunshine.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're going to go to a quick break right now. We're going to go and listen to some Rolling Stones, and then we're going to come back. Thank you for everything. Talk a bit more, I reckon, just for a little bit. Let people know where they can go.
Beautiful.
And how to sort out whatever it is that's making their skin crawl.
Lovely.
So to speak. Is Beast of Burden is the Rolling Stones.